Well, Dr. Rakib Ehsan is a senior data analyst at the Centre for Social Justice, the organisation behind that new report. And he joins me now. Dr. Rakib, fantastic to have you on the programme. I mean, some really harrowing statistics there. Perhaps not surprising that we learn of the amount of abuse going on in households that aren't necessarily integrated into British culture and therefore have an inherent fear about coming forwards.
Well, I think that the report published by my organisation, the Centre for Social Justice, the CSJ, it reveals the true scale of the domestic abuse problem in modern day Britain. But Alex, as you say, many of those problems are within those closed off, segregated communities. You talk about that term, honour abuse. I've never been a fan of that term. And our report condemns that because what it does, it runs the risk of legitimising those violent practices, those mentally abusive practices. And it prioritises the viewpoint of the perpetrator over the victim. So what we're calling for, one of our main recommendations, is that the government bins that phrase from police and medical records, because ultimately it runs the risk of glamorizing what I would consider to be violent practices that have no place in a civilized society. You mentioned that statistic earlier that under 1 in 5 victims of domestic abuse report their experiences to the police, which is a quite astonishing figure. They're more likely to report their experiences to health-related professionals, GPs, midwives, health visitors. But those health professionals, they need greater training in order to bolster the identification of domestic abuse victims and perpetrators.